Hi, Leslie Evans here from Easy Life Hypnosis and Easy Life Retreats. Today I want to talk to you about hypnosis, as hypnosis is going to be one of the things that we will be using during our retreat. And I know that people sometimes have these preconceived ideas about hypnosis due to the fact they see a show on television or they've been to a live show and they see these people running around like chickens with their head cut off, doing silly things, and they think that somebody has control over them. So I just want to explain to you that hypnosis is safe and that at any time during hypnosis, you have control over yourself. You can open your eyes and you can come out of it. So what happens on stage hypnosis is those people have already decided that that's what they want to do. So they're susceptible to what that hypnotist is saying on the stage. And if you watch closely, if any of them look like they're about to come out of that state, they take them off because they don't want them not doing what they want, because then they think it might them look silly. So I'm going to tell you a little bit about how hypnosis works. So basically we have two parts to our mind. We have the subconscious mind and we have the conscious mind. And that subconscious mind is all our programming that we've had in our lifetime. And the most programming that affects us is in the first 7 years of our life when we're actually in a hypnotic state. So that program starts with our parents, with our grandparents, with aunties, uncles, older siblings, teachers, scout leaders, guide leaders, whatever you're doing, ballet teachers, whoever's got a dominant role in your life or a role of authority. And as a child, we really don't know what's right and wrong, so we take on that programming from what people have said to us, what people have done around us, what we've seen, any traumatic events. And we make up beliefs about it and we make a story up about it in our subconscious mind, which we believe is true. And it is to us. And sometimes those things that happen, we take on something that, our parents don't even know that's affected us. So it could be just a little thing that we've done and we get told off and then we think, oh, my mother doesn't love me. I'm not lovable. Or my father doesn't love me, I'm not lovable, or I'm not worthy. So with hypnosis, we get into that subconscious mind and we get the conscious mind out of the way to rewire, to reprogram those thoughts, those beliefs. So here's an example of the subconscious mind. Let's use the car as an example. So most people started driving and now they drive subconsciously. They're driving down the road and they think, how did I get here? Without consciously thinking about driving, they're probably away in another world of their own thinking about something else. And that's the subconscious driving, because you already know how to drive your car. So your subconscious mind is driving it for you. The subconscious mind will protect you as well though. So if there was an emergency while you're driving the car, even if you're away with the fairies, your subconscious mind will make you react to that situation very quickly. So it is a protector as well. Our conscious mind is driven by our subconscious mind. So imagine our subconscious as being the driver in the car and our conscious being the car. And so often we don't know what's actually driving us, which is why sometimes we repeat patterns in our life where we actually sabotage ourselves. And we can repeat those patterns over and over again without actually realizing what is going on, because it's all being driven from the subconscious mind. And we're totally aware of those deep-seated beliefs and thoughts that we've got that are sabotaging us. So how do we change those beliefs? How do we change that patterning? Well, that's where hypnosis is very, very powerful, because we get that conscious mind out of the way to talk to that subconscious. And like I say, we start rewiring that subconscious mind. And this is why I love hypnosis and EFT as well, because EFT hooks into that subconscious mind as well. That's why they're both very, very powerful. And in our retreats, we will be using EFT and hypnosis to help you to reprogram your mind. Now, we don't have to go into trauma. We don't even need to know what the event was or whatever that's underneath it. It's about actually rewiring to just identify that there's something there. Maybe it is, I don't feel loved. I'm not worthy. Or it might be that you live with a scarcity mind. Who knows? What I know in the last couple of years, I've been working with a program called the Virtual Gastric Band Program for weight loss. And it's got an absolutely powerful effect on people because it's not a diet. It's actually changing those thought patterns and that relationship with food. And like I say to people, it's not your fault. You don't know what's in that subconscious mind. And a lot of the time when we're children, and I know what my parents used to say to me, eat everything that's on your plate. People are starving overseas. And there's a lot of people that had that programming from parents of my parents' generation, whose parents also had that programming because they were in the depression time, they were in the wartime when there was a scarcity. But we actually live in a really abundant world here in New Zealand and in other countries. Obviously, there are still some very underprivileged countries in the world. And I got to experience that last year when I went to Nepal up in the mountains, where they don't have hot water. A lot of the time they don't have running water. They don't have electricity a lot of the time. You go down to the stream and you wash your clothes and you shower in a cold water in a little clay hut down the road. Yes, so there are some people, but they don't mind because that's what they're used to and they're happy. They don't actually seem to have a scarcity mind because they know nothing else. But we seem to have this mindset, a lot of people, whereas we don't need to because there actually is an abundance out there. And it's about changing our thought patterns to that more abundant world where we can choose what we desire. And we can really start to live our life how we want to live our life. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to give you an example of hypnosis. I'm going to do a little relaxation for hypnosis on healthy body. But I'm going to do it separate to this so that you can actually play it again. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to finish this recording, and if anybody does have any questions, please email me on www.easylifehypnosis.co.nz, and you can ask me whatever you like, and I will get back to you. So I'm going to say goodbye for now, and I'm going to do a little recording for you so that you can have an experience of hypnosis. It's nothing to be scared of. At any point you can open your eyes. A lot of people say it actually is an experience that they've never felt that deeply relaxed before. And if you were to do just 20 minutes of hypnosis every day, that could actually change your life. So have a good evening. Talk to you soon.